Hi everyone and welcome back to Ground Zero. Hey Bowing, have you ever thought of taking part, in a marathon?
Nope, because I don't like to exercise.
Well, unlike you, it seems more Singaporeans are into long-distance running as there was a record 65,000 participants at this year's Standard Chartered Marathon Singapore, or SCMS.
The sheer number of runners prompted Storm for Audrey to submit this entry during this year's SCMS, saying that it was overcrowded.
According to her, 19,000 people were squished into a narrow two-way road leading to two roundabouts, and precious minutes were lost as the crowd came to a complete standstill at some points.
Stomper 678 added, "There are more than 10,000 people on the run. What did you expect? A walk in the park? Runners should know what to expect. Otherwise, if you want to avoid the crowd, be an elite runner."
Emeritus 1812 was more understanding, he said. Jam at the start point is okay. The bad part is that the jam comes halfway through the run. You have to literally stop and queue for your turn to pass the bottleneck.
The runners were probably irritated by the crowd because running and stopping breaks the momentum. But it can't be helped with such a huge turnout.
That's why Stomper Tung Tung suggested it's time to restrict the total number of participants for this event. When it gets overcrowded with human traffic, the end result only reflects how good or bad the organisers are.
Other complaints were about this year's Standard Chartered Marathon as well. Like this one where Stomper SCMS 2011 and her friends were given expired boxes of packed food. And the event organizer actually said it was okay for them to eat it.
Said Stomper SCMS 2011, who was a volunteer at this year's marathon, "We got this food pack at 1:30 AM today, when the sticker on the container clearly stated that the food had expired an hour before that, at 12:30 AM.
They distributed expired food with hair in it, and they expect us to eat it? My classmates and I did not dare take the risk because we didn't want to suffer from food poisoning," added the Stomper.
And that's not all. Stomper James, whose daughter participated in the marathon, expressed disappointment with this year's race. His daughter reached the bag deposit counter at 5:45 AM and queued for 90 minutes, only to be informed the bag deposit counter had been closed.
At the halfway mark of her 21-kilometer race, she was told she was too slow and had to be ferried by a bus to the finishing point to receive her medal.
The Stomper claims this only happened because of the 90 minutes his daughter wasted while waiting at the bag deposit counter.
While the marathon may have left some volunteers and runners disgruntled, I guess some complaints are expected to arise from a large-scale event like this one.
Well, as Spoon Terror puts it, "I agree, the organisers should prepare and give out the food properly, so it's the organisers' fault from this point of view. Regarding the bag deposit, queue is to be expected, so first come first served is the only thing that can be said here. Go early if you don't want to miss the timing."
Up next, we find out what two national servicemen did which raised eyebrows among Singaporeans.
Don't go away.